So in this lesson, I'm going to be talking about improving your dribbling and close control with the inside and outside of your foot by using the cone weave drill. Now, a lot of players think cone drills are too boring or too basic, but the truth is cone drills are a great way to get instant direct feedback on whether you can control the football or not. I've spoken about this before in previous videos, but if you hit a cone or the ball gets away from you, that's direct feedback that you lack control of the football in some way or another. Now, of course, if you're doing very difficult cone drills at max speed, that's a lot harder, in which case it's okay to make more mistakes because, of course, you're training at a more higher level. But for more basic cone drills, in this case, the cone weave drill, at around 50% of your max speed, you want to try and minimize mistakes and get very comfortable with this drill. But the cone weave drill is one of the simplest and most effective, powerful drills you can use to improve your ball control and dribbling ability, your overall ball control with the football on the ground. And the best part is you can make this drill as easy or as hard as you want depending on your level, which we will talk about later in this video. So when it comes to using the inside and outside of our foot for this drill, we want to take very soft and delicate touches on the ball. And so to weave in and out of the cones, we want to start by touching the ball across our body using the inside of our foot. And then as the ball is rolling across us, we then want to switch feet and use the outside of our foot to nudge the ball to the side of us and around the cone. And then with that same foot, we then want to use the inside of our foot to again roll it across our body in the opposite direction. And then from there, you just continue and repeat the movement. So if you're starting with your right foot, it should be right inside foot to left outside foot, and then left inside foot to right outside foot. And so you want to get into a nice comfortable rhythm and just continue to repeat that movement. Now, like I mentioned before, the main benefit with this drill is that it can improve your dribbling and overall ball control with the ball on the ground. And so as you weave through the cones, you're constantly touching the ball from different angles, you're controlling it, you're manipulating the ball where you want it to go, you're adjusting your feet and body, and this builds better close control, better feel for the football and more confidence when you're dribbling, which all starts from this simple drill. Another benefit with this drill is you're going to be able to get a lot of touches on the football, which is super important for any dribbling or ball control training you have. I strongly believe that having more touches on the football, especially on a daily basis, is great for building that connection and comfortability with the ball. And the more you build that up, the more you're going to start to notice in your games and training sessions. You're going to start to feel more comfortable and confident in tight situations. You're going to be able to play with your head up more, which is very important. And also something that's very overlooked is you're going to start to feel less tired when you're dribbling. Dribbling and manipulating the ball takes a lot of energy out of you. And so you'll start to build up that stamina when you're on the football and just your stamina in general. Now, I said at the start of the video, one thing I really like about this drill is that you can make it as hard or as easy as you want depending on your level. And so I feel the best way to do that is to play with the different variables. So for example, you can play with speed. You can try weaving in and out of the cones very fast with really quick touches on the football. That will obviously get you better at dribbling and manipulating the ball at speed, which is good when you're trying to escape tight spaces. You can also play with the distance of the cones. So if you place the cones closer together, that's really going to emphasize on your close control and precision of your touches. Whereas if you place the cones more further apart, that's going to emphasize more on the weight of your touches and the angle of your touches. And so both are important, both are great for improving your overall ball control, and it's good to play with the different variables. And this also means, like I mentioned earlier, if this drill is too boring or just doesn't challenge you enough, you can try playing with these different variables to make it more challenging so you can still improve, even though fundamentally this is a basic drill. And also your goal is very important as well. If you're a beginner and you really struggle to control the ball, then doing this drill, starting very slow, very simple, and building up that speed and difficulty, that's what's going to help you a lot. Or if you are pretty advanced with your dribbling and ball control, then maybe using this drill as your main thing to improve isn't really going to help you that much. Instead, something that I like to do as well is use this as a warm-up or as a part of your daily touches, just to get your feet and brain awake, and then do your more harder, more challenging and advanced drills as your main thing to improve. So that's pretty much it for this lesson on improving your dribbling and ball control with the inside and outside of your feet using the cone weave drill. And there's lots of very simple and basic cone drills that if you play with the different variables, it can help you improve massively on the pitch. That's why I'm a huge fan of, how you do a drill as opposed to what drill you actually do. And so it really does work for all levels if you do adjust the variables like we spoke about. But that's it for this lesson. By the way, I do have a full dribbling program that breaks down dribbling to its fundamentals. If you do want to check it out, it is the first link in the description or the link in my bio, so you can check that out if you guys want. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.